This is Leaf Life. All things cannabis for all people. Now, Ricker and the Bearded Lorax.
We publish a free magazine called The Leaf that is available in print in 13 states and counting at your local cannabis retailer and also available online at leafmagazines.com. I'm Mike Ricker, your host of Leaf Life, proudly with my co-host and beloved bestie, Wes Abney, also known as the Bearded Lorax.
I speak for the trees.
And of course, there's AJOG.
Hola, aloha OGs.
And Mary J. White.
The smoking female.
Welcome to the second half of this Leaf Life show called Supplements. In just a moment, we'll get into how our favorite plant can be a helpful addition to our existing diet, and we'll spin AJ's wheel to see what products Drew DeVry, who's the owner of Freedom Fitness and is a certified nutritionist, this show's Greg the Guinea Pig, is going to be trying next. But first, it's time for Where in the World?
Y ahora es hora de las noticias de cannabis.
It's time for cannabis news from around the world.
And sitting at the news desk is the beautiful, magnanimous Mary J. White.
Thank you, darling.
Whose shirt matches the Leaf Life sign, by the way. If you're listening on Spotify or Google Play or Apple iTunes, wherever, please go check out our YouTube channel at Leaf Life Podcast V2. Then you can watch us and you can see the beautiful Bearded Lorax.
Hey,
AJ's
that
like,
beard
why not
is
me?
something else.
She didn't say what. It's just something else.
Something else.
Sometimes you find things in it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, dear.
Once in
All
a
those
while, you find a
treasures.
comb in there.
A little nugglage here and there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Piece of food. No question about it.
M&M's.
Mary.
Yes.
Hi. Hi.
You guys. This is very fucking exciting, okay?
Ooh.
In this country, doctors
Which
can-
country?
This country that I'm talking
Just
about.
kidding. Where in
Okay.
the world, Mary?
So physicians here can now prescribe, wait for it, psilocybin, MDMA, LSD,
Hell
and
yeah.
pretty much anything else.
All
that
at the
they
same
need.
time?
It doesn't say, but maybe.
Drew, call U-Haul.
We're going.
Let's go.
Let's move.
Now, these reforms make this place the first nation in the world to allow doctors to prescribe psychedelics.
Wow, Wes.
Mind blown.
I know.
By the way, our psychedelia issue just came out. It's in August every year, and our cover was designed by the amazing Chris Dyer.
Nice.
Go check him out on Instagram. Chris
Wow.
Dyer. I love the guy's attitude, and I love his art. Or go to leafmagazines.com and check out the cover for yourself. Go on, Mary.
Oh, well, I was going to let you know that MDMA and psilocybin have been added to the list of approved medicines, but
In this country.
but also in this country, if you do want those things, it's going to cost you about $6,000 for a treatment.
That's
Really?
Yes, but
That's a
doctors
pretty
are
penny.
saying, but this has led to, wait for
Is
it,
that $6,000 in pesos or dollars?
I'm not going to say.
She just makes us figure it out.
What's the cambio? That's what he wants to know.
Doctors are expressing excitement about drug policy progress in
Wait, let us guess. Where do you think it is, AJ? I say Israel.
Oh, Canada.
Not Canada.
I say like Nicaragua, Ecuador. No, okay.
Drew?
Australia?
Get out of here.
This is an Aji show.
Get out of here.
Bonsai.
it's fucking
Featuring a
Australia,
lot
man.
of down under content today.
So there
Crikey.
you go.
Just tying it all back
No
together.
shit.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Wow,
Really
I've,
cool.
I've been to Australia. I've been to the east coast of Australia, like Sydney, Queensland, and such. And
Yeah.
it's really very similar to California. Just a different accent.
Yeah.
It's not this like exotic country that you think it is. It's very similar to the United States.
Whatever, bruh.
It is.
But they don't have that puritanical bullshit like we do.
no.
Yeah, they like to party.
And they like
Well,
to
that's
party.
because we came here as Christians. They came there
As
as
criminals.
inmates.
Hey,
Yeah, as
and they have
criminals.
boxing kangaroos,
Yeah.
bruh.
Big time. Big
Come
time.
on, boxing kangaroos.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
in
right.
for the ruse.
All right, AJ, spin that wheel and see what's in AJ's stash for the second time. Here we go. Okay. Okay, and what's the other, what's in that stash of yours, AJ?
Actually
Oh, they're whispering. She's like, okay.
Okay.
There it is. There's the battery.
Well,
Okay.
actually, we have the melon heads. Actually,
That was this one.
Something
already
tells me that you're pilfering Mary's stash right now.
Okay, wait.
What's
All
in
right.
Mary's stash?
I think. Okay, well, it's just.
Just go ahead.
I'm having trouble getting
Hold on, I've been training for this. I can rip it
the
open
child-resistant
with one finger.
packaging
So
is
strong.
proves to serve its purpose.
Yeah.
Really make
This child-resistant packaging.
It's
and
adult resistant.
Somebody get a
It's
knife. That's
All
not
right.
a knife.
Oh, God.
No,
So
it is
this
adult.
is
go.
so this is actually the melon heads.
If you've never seen, what's the movie? The
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee. Thank you, Wes. Jeez.
So melon heads here. We're featuring
From
Wham
Neon.
Oil.
Wham
from-
Oil.
wait,
What?
oh,
no,
shit.
hang on. No.
That's my old company.
Thank God we're recording it.
Listen, everybody. For anybody who just
Wait.
joined the Leaf Life podcast, AJ's new. Okay.
And stoned.
And stuff.
And we love it.
It's from Neon
Yeah.
Brands that you can find on the shelves in these great neon branded packages.
Yeah, from
right
Oleum
here.
also.
Really
from
good.
Oleum.
There we go. Now she's got it.
Our guinea pig.
All right, here we go.
Take a hit,
You
Joe.
should find some nice melon head terps in there.
Well, Mike told me that
tasty.
you're always supposed to, like on a new cartridge, you got to burn it. You don't inhale it. So hold on a second.
Oh, good.
Oh, true. You got to season
He's got
the,
some
the
OG
atomizer.
advice. Yes.
Well, from
Okay.
Wham Oil.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Wham Oil was my CO2 cartridge company that I still have ownership of that is no longer in business, unfortunately, because, well, let's go on the record here. I left Wham Oil within, I don't
How's
know,
that
6 months to a year. They went out of business, unfortunately, because I joined forces with Wes and the Leaf.
Well, you've come a
And
long way.
We've come a long way.
Yeah.
Look, you have to follow your passion in life.
Yeah,
And
do.
I loved Wham Oil and I love the people I work with.
Yeah.
But I'm a media guy, so
Yeah, you
here
are.
we are, and
Here we
now we're in
are.
13 states and adding states in 2024 and events and all kinds of things happening, Wes. We're on target, baby, and I love you, Wes. I love doing business
Keep
with you and having you as a
growing and
partner.
growing.
And Drew, you're one of my best friends. I love you too. Let's move along, shall
I'm
we?
feeling the love now.
Yes. Lots of family
When we
love
talk
in
about
this
how
house.
cannabis is good for you,
You liked it.
Drew, what else would you like to tell us about supplements in addition to cannabis? Because taking cannabis and strengthening your endocannabinoid system also strengthens your immune system, but supplements are all about strengthening your immune system, and not just cannabis, but those little pills that we take every day as well that we pay about $2 for or less.
Or less.
Yeah.
So yes. So, cannabis, really good for your body. Your system is, anti-inflammatory. The benefits extend beyond what we even know today. Right? I mean, this
Very
is
true.
this is an amazing
Medicine.
gift from the planet of Earth.
Yes.
Yes.
And here's its form. It's a flower. You get you can use the leaves. You can, oh my gosh, like you can use the stalk. What a plant. So many good benefits come from all parts of it. But a couple other points that I would feel very remiss to not discuss today in terms of supplementing your health would be focusing on hydration and gut health.
Yeah.
Yes.
Microbiomes.
Your brain is in
Yes.
your stomach.
What?
It is.
Right.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
And there's-
Elaborate.
Go ahead, Drew.
So the bacteria in your stomach are connected to your brain through a main nerve cord called the vagus nerve. Vegas!
You are what you eat. So that's the whole.
Yes.
Oh.
And so the bacteria in your stomach, when they aren't getting fed, they communicate to your brain, I need this. So if you eat, and whatever you feed these bacteria, that's how they grow. So if you've got your good gut buddies that want resistant starches, but you never eat resistant starches, they start to die. And then if you've got your other gut buddies that are not your good gut buddies, they're kind of bad. They're nutty, and they like sugar.
Naughty.
They're candida bacteria, and they just want sugar. And so you're eating all this sugary stuff and simple carbs and all this kind of stuff, and they just proliferate. They're like, I'm so well fed. I was only like 10 million. Now I'm 100 billion. And so you got 100
Candida.
billion of these bad boys saying, give me more sugar, sending that signal up the vagus nerve to the brain. You're like, why do I crave sugar right now? You know what? I need some sugar. I'm going to go ahead and have that Mountain Dew.
So I can blame the bacteria.
Yes.
That's
you
what
can
you're
blame the
saying.
bacteria.
Yeah.
Wesley.
And the only thing you can do is feed the good, starve the bad. Otherwise, you're just going to keep heading down that road.
Well, and then my kid is just here from Michigan. He's an ICU nurse. And I tell you guys, he sees every day people who have eaten, unfortunately, crappy food all their lives. And at the end of your life, you're in the ICU dying and spending all of your money dying because you ate fucking shit your whole damn life.
Oh, I'm dying.
So clean it up, guys.
Dying young and not dying well and easily.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a major heart attack, you're not in the ICU.
No, you
So,
bye-bye.
Yeah.
You're in the,
I mean,
you're in the COFFIN.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Lorax. We need you. We need you here.
I'm not manifesting anything.
But one of the easy things to do is I say, I got to eat the right things and not the wrong things. But the even easier is taking a pill. Yay, we love pills. Let's take pills. Probiotic and prebiotic pills, right? That's the pill I'm talking about. So your probiotics, those are the good bacteria, and the prebiotics are what they feed off of.
Okay.
You're giving them some food.
Now, is there a supplement that is specifically that, or do you need to take two?
Well, I can just, I guess, shamelessly promote a company that I buy from. Is called Seed. And they make a capsule that is prebiotic fiber, and inside there is your probiotic microbes.
Oh, how cool.
So you just wake up, pop those.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
Yeah. And it's,
I like to wake up to a 2 for 1.
There you
Oh, I knew I liked you.
Oh, yeah.
That's my girls right there.
What does that mean, Mary?
Never mind.
Gotcha.
Well, speaking of brands, can you tell us more about some other brands that you like? Because that is, I realize that you actually take time thinking about sourcing, and that matters a lot to me in my weed, in what I drink, my water, so I'm highly curious, what type of brands are you choosing?
Okay. Well,
Is it SEED, by the way?
yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Amandine makes a good supplement as well. I looked at them.
Okay.
AMAN Dean.
Okay, we got
All right.
that.
So there's that company, Solar Ray.
I like Solar Ray.
Yeah, I
Yep.
tried them. Those are good.
Yeah, they make a really, so I use their vitamin C because they have a time release, which, vitamin C is like, you can have some. We're one of the only animals that doesn't synthesize our own vitamin C.
Oh, wow.
Because we were eating plants and stuff that provides you vitamin C, so we lost the ability to synthesize our own vitamin C. So we need to eat a lot of it. And the more you have of it, the better you feel, the better you are, the more longevity, your cell regeneration, everything. But you can only absorb so much at one time. So it's like, I'm just going to take a bunch. Guess what? It's going to pass through the system. It's water soluble. You just pee it out.
Yeah.
So you need a time release. Otherwise, you got to be popping these little 300 milligrams every 3 hours, which you can do.
Yeah.
It's not even bad for you.
Would you say there should be a balance of eating your vitamin content and mineral content as well as taking supplements, or yes?
That's a good question.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you know how much of a vitamin's in a salad? I guess that's where I always viewed it as you should try to eat healthy, but you should always take the supplements that you're covered for that baseline. And then if you don't like salads, add some microgreens. The greens blends. They have those now where you just take a whole a scoop of something.
Yeah.
It tastes good, and you have all your spirulina and your salad shit without having to eat a salad. I mean, that's amazing. Yeah.
And it's you bring up a good point though, because taking these wonderfully well-sourced supplements along with Stouffer's microwave meal isn't going to do you any good.
No.
Right? You got to source your food as well.
Yep.
Who made this chicken? Where did it come from? Oh, but it says on the package that it doesn't use any of this stuff in it. Oh, really? Can you lie on packages? Yes, you can. The FDA is totally cool with that.
Yeah. And
bad boys.
The biggest bullshit is when they call something natural.
Oh, yeah.
That means nothing.
Organic means nothing, really.
Yeah.
Organic, you have to be certified, though.
Yeah.
Natural is just, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Right? It just makes us feel better about
Free
the chicken.
range means nothing.
Means
they can
nothing.
say that without having them to be roaming free in the wild, like they say.
And
Well, I think what's important from the cannabis perspective and as a supplement and the supplements perspective in general is that you can live your life the way you want to and take something into your control that's a lot easier to start making your life healthier.
Yeah.
And that's where I think everyone should start. It's most diets fail because it's a giant lifestyle change, and that's not how you make a lifestyle change.
Right.
But taking a supplement each day and then, getting that multivitamin and then adding the vitamin C, adding the vitamin D, adding those things slowly is something you can control.
Yeah.
and you don't have to change your life in order to have the benefit. And the same from cannabis. There's so much more than just smoking it, using topicals, taking low-dose edibles, taking hemp tinctures to get CBD, CBC, CBG, CBN. All these things are ways that you can still smoke cannabis and take dabs and have fun, but you're adding to your life. You're adding to that value. Yeah. And that's where I think supplements are the best place to start for someone trying to get healthier.
Agree.
Because you don't have to have a gym membership.
Right.
You can still eat the junk food if that's what you're into, but you start making one healthy choice and it leads to another.
That's really true.
All right. Hey, Drew, now it's time for you to play Legalize It.
Oh, this is fun.
From the Who's the Diphead Who Came Up With This Law file. You gotta wonder how some of these laws were even passed. This is Legalize It.
Drew, it's true. Some states are still partying like it's 1899.
Yeah. My goodness.
All right. You get 3 of these, baby. Here's number 1. You ready? In this Tar Heel state, it is illegal to sneeze on city streets, and you can be fined for singing out of tune for more than 90 seconds.
Oh.
It's obviously North Carolina.
That's correct.
You're so smart.
Oh, Tar Heels. Yeah, there
He
you
gave
go.
it away. I
That
wanted
Tar Heels hit.
Most people don't get that stuff, bro. So you're just like a brainiac.
Oh my gosh.
You're just so well-rounded.
Saw that exotic
The
mushroom
largest
extract.
muscle.
Yeah.
Drew's fit, in case you're not watching our YouTube channel. He owns 2 gyms. Jesus Christ.
It's my job.
Last night,
That's right.
he hosted boot camp at one of those gyms. I saw him come home when I was doing dabs with his wife in the living room.
Oh,
Well.
how cozy.
True story.
And if you're not into this culture, you're like, he was doing what with his wife?
yeah, totally.
Don't make it weird.
Number 2. In this state, it is also north. That is also north. It is illegal to fall asleep with your shoes on, and it is also illegal to keep an elk in a sandbox in your backyard.
Yeah, bro. In North Dakota, that's a big
correct.
Wow. We just shout out to the Dakotas over here.
Can you just see a moose in a sandbox trying to bury his poop like a cat?
Well, that would be okay. It's the elk.
Oh,
Yeah, those dirty
Exactly.
elks.
Yeah.
I went to college in the Dakotas. Interesting place.
North Dakota, huh?
Yep, I went to college in North Dakota, and around hunting season, there are hooves hanging out of every trunk.
You
I'm
had
telling
like
you.
a scholarship or something, right?
A full ride scholarship for performing arts. It was, it was awesome. It was a blessing for sure.
What school?
Oh, I went to Dickinson State University. Shout out Blue Hawks.
What up? All right.
That's right.
And Drew, number 3. Finally, in this state, you should know that the husband is responsible for every criminal act committed by his wife while she is in his presence.
Oh,
wow.
I kind of like that.
I don't know about that.
I should know this to shy away from there. I'm going to say Missouri.
No.
Good guess, though.
They're wacky, you know.
They are
Misery.
Misery.
No, it's Utah,
Oh,
bro.
that's-
Come on.
Utah.
Yeah.
Can't
all
you
6 of
also-
your wives.
Yeah.
And can't you also marry somebody at like age 13 in Utah?
They don't talk about it much.
Yeah.
But yes, you can.
I'm saying that's an interesting conundrum.
It's sanctioned by the church. We know which church. Also, it's the
We don't talk
the one of Latter-day Saints, I believe.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can we find you on social media?
Well, my personal is Drew DEVRY,
It's DEVRY.
spelled exactly the same way as the DEVRY Institute.
Oh,
okay.
hello.
And what about Freedom Fitness, bro? Let's go work out.
Freedom
Freedom
Fitness.
Fitness Gym.
Awesome.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
Straight across.
so
Don't forget
much.
the gym.
Oh.
Freedom Fitness Gym. Gotta have the
Because
gym.
there's more than one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was the first. I will say that. I looked online. There were no Freedom Fitness gyms. There was no Freedom Fitnesses. I started mine, and then all these other ones started popping up. I don't get it.
America.
I don't
That's
get
America.
Set your body free. Right?
Freedom fries.
Yes.
Write that down, Drew.
Thank you again for being on the
Yay.
Leaf Life podcast,
Yep.
buddy. Love you, man. Wes, next week, guess what? It's your moment. The history of the leaf.
Oh, Wes. Oh, good. I want to know all the dirt.
The true story.
I want the true story.
The OG legend.
Download this and all Leaf Life episodes at leafmagazines.com. You can listen to all Leaf Life shows on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, anywhere you enjoy podcasts, including YouTube. Once again, just please subscribe at Leaf Life Podcast V2. Now here comes another episode of Stony Baloney, which is also available at leafmagazines.com. And please be kind to animals and kangaroos.
Your hosts for Leaf Life are Mike Ricker and Wes Abney. Leaf Life is produced by Mike Daly. Some of the music heard is provided by purple-planet.com. Every bit of cannabis you use is female, so please respect the ladies. Leaf Life is brought to you by Leaf Nation, featuring Alaska Leaf, Oregon Leaf, Northwest Leaf, Maryland Leaf, Amsterdam Leaf, and California Leaf. On the shelf now in your local retailer. Now, please stay tuned for this week's edition of Stony Baloney by Mike Ricker.
Stony Baloney by Mike Ricker.
My PTSD is not very TGIF. It's funny, you know? We have longer lifespans than ever before in the history of our species, but less time for shit. So, to clear out some of that unwanted clutter like language and such, it makes natural sense to condense our words and phrases into convenient little digestible acronyms. Because the more you abbreviate your words, the more time you save and are therefore able to accomplish more tasks in your day. Except the task of practicing patience, that is. Anyway, if you don't know the meaning of SEO, FOMO, and IG, you're DOA. But why is it that we minimize language in the attempt to maximize brain space? And why is everyone in such a frantic hurry? Is it because we are bred to be competitive? Is it because we cherish every second of life so much that we want to stuff as much as possible into the short amount of time we are here? Is it so we can spend more of these precious moments glaring at the electronic device that projects a pretty picture through thousands of megapixels that persuades internal monologues, which in turn influences buying decisions? BTW. This is called a television. In some cases, it makes perfect sense. Like, no one wants to have to memorize the word tetrahydrocannabinol or cannabidiol. And it's understandable that the current youth generation believes themselves to be far evolved past the old days when words were still in their infancy and actually pronounced phonetically. God knows that 1/100th of a millisecond you saved by truncating your words is going to pay dividends. Too bad it took you half a minute to figure out how to do so. Oh, shoot. When I mentioned television, what I meant to say was TV. It's funny, you know? Not really, actually.
Stony Baloney. Some of the wardrobe, including Ricker Wes's sick lids, is provided by Grassroots California. Check out the dopeness at grassrootscalifornia.com.
These products have intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence of this drug. There may be health risks associated with consumption of this product. For use by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children.